What's up, guys? It's Brendan from Market Makers. Ton of news to get into with today. Bitcoin all-time high. The alts are soaring. Bitcoin is roaring. Let's get into all of this because Bitcoin also has a ceiling, at least a temporary ceiling. I'm going to share that with you. It's all in this video. If you like this content, smash the like button. Help me out. I don't monetize these videos to keep it commercial free for you guys. Let's get into this right now. Guys, we've been posting alt trades in our room. My co-conspirator, my partner in crime for this alt trades has been absolutely crushing it. All of our alts are up over 20%. 20% returns. That's spot returns. That's without leverage, okay? So look at my XLM trade. This is up almost 25% right now, if not more. So this trade, by the way, I posted, this is a black swan trade, okay? Black swans are super powerful. They're named black swans because they're game-changing events. And look at the price pump off of this. It's sick. So Marbob6 he has Doge, he has XRP, both went up over 20% from his post. VeChain, FIL, guys, so we have SOL, we have everything posted that is pumping, and we're getting in because we understand how to use Fibonacci X5 patterns, harmonic patterns to get the best entry points and capture these massive pumps. If you're not getting this kind of trading in your room, you need to come check out our Discord. The link is in the video description. Guys, 11,600 beautiful subs, almost 6,000 people in the room, the highest conversion rate in YouTube. You should probably come check out why that is, okay? Because we are printing money with these alt trades. It's absolutely insane. This thing is pumping as I'm talking. This is so awesome. Oh my God, it's gonna be a good day. Good day. All right, let's get into Bitcoin, guys. Bitcoin. So where are we at? So I shared this daily chart with you the other day. I was traveling yesterday. Guys, we printed and activated the black swan. Why is this important? This is a daily pattern. This is a macro pattern. It is very large and it's going to be very powerful when it decides to take action, okay? So it's active right now. Right now it activated. Doesn't mean we're descending right now. This has an extension out to 2618. I went ahead and drew it out for you right here and drew it out this way horizontally as well or diagonally as well because Bitcoin has been respecting, we went over this in the last video, Bitcoin's been respecting the Fibonacci pitchfork very, very well, okay? So if we approach the ceiling, we come down or retrace, come back up. This is super bullish and you can make a lot of money in the alts while Bitcoin's doing this type of action, okay? So if it keeps doing that, that's fantastic. And that gets you out to like December 17th, December 18th, just depends on the candle action. Or if you just pump straight up and get to 74K, 74.5, I believe, is the current ceiling for Bitcoin. When I say current ceiling, let's not misunderstand the terms, okay? Because I know some people get really triggered. The crypto space is very cultish and people get very, very upset. 74.5 is the current ceiling, meaning we haven't had significant retracement yet since this pump down here from September 22nd. Look at this. Haven't had any significant retracement. So this I do expect to drop the market, to retrace. Doesn't mean we're not going to come back up. We don't know yet, right? But let's look at some targets of where we could go. So if we do drop the market, if we get to 74K, if it ends up being our market top 74, 75K, and we fall back down, well, the most commonly retraced 2 fib is the 618. That brings you to 52.9. That's if this candle just went up to 74 and it dropped. This is all ascending, right? So your baseline's ascending. Depending where the candle goes, you have to adjust the fib. These are just some targets to give you guys, but that gets you down to the low 50s if we get to 74K, and that makes perfect sense to me. Now, the other thing to be aware of, guys, I've seen some of these other videos in the thumbnails, guys talking about super cycles, guys talking about 400K Bitcoin, 600K. One thing you should notice when you're watching these videos, do they ever talk about the DXY? Do any of them talk about the CPI report that just came out today, the Consumer Price Index that talks about massive inflation, how the Fed may need, there's a lot of speculation how the Fed may need to do deeper tapering, meaning less and less money printing. They're already cutting out billions out of the market. That keeps the stock market inflated and making new all-time highs all the time, okay? So I look at the macroeconomics, my admin team does, because we do this professionally. This is our job. We do this professionally. We day trade in all the different markets. I trade oil, I trade gold, I trade currency pairs, okay? So, and I trade crypto. So this is what we do for a living, so we pay attention to this stuff. Most of the crypto guys don't talk about this stuff because they either A, don't understand it, or they're just not even aware of it. So when you marry these things together, the most commonly asked question I get asked in the room is, how long will this bull run last? I don't do these massive macro predictions about, oh, we're going to 200K, we're going to 400K, and then it's all coming apart. I'm trading in trend. And right now in trend, you have a super bearish pattern that peaks out at 74K. You have the Fed beginning tapering very, very soon in the next couple of weeks. You have the CPI report that came out that's super bearish, okay? Inflation's running rampant in my country. Consumer prices are up heavily, especially in energy and consumer products, and the Fed may taper deeper. What does this mean? If the dollar keeps going up, my friends, I told you this last time, if the dollar keeps going up and the stock market will start to decline, those two events are triggers. You need to pay attention to that. If the American stock market starts to fall apart and the dollar keeps pumping, Bitcoin's going to go down, in my opinion. And let me explain why. Gold is pumping right now because of the CPI report, okay? Now, gold and Bitcoin have always kind of in the past gone up together when you look at the charts, but very different reasons. I talked about Jamie Dimon triggered some people. They had really bad days, okay? They had to go home and cry in a pillow because I talked about a big bank. These guys that work at these big banks, these guys that are CEOs at these big banks, I was with one of the biggest bank, I always say, for 13 years. I know how they think, okay? When Jamie Dimon, the CEO of JP Morgan Chase, comes out and says Bitcoin has no value. 2 days later, his top analyst in the crypto space comes out and says the true value of Bitcoin is 35K. When these guys view these things this way, it's important. People can call it FUD in the comments. It's important because they control billions of dollars, not hundreds of dollars like some of the trolls do, billions of dollars. Okay, so when other CEOs come out and say Bitcoin is a great asset, but it's speculative, what that means is in a healthy market, you can speculate on something. Hey, this could go up a lot. I'll go ahead and invest. What it doesn't mean is when the stock market starts to crash, when their stocks that they have billions of dollars and hundreds of millions of dollars in assets invested in start coming down, they're not going to be putting it into a speculative asset, okay? This is just common sense. And again, you can go watch economic guys that have millions of followers on YouTube. They're all saying the same thing. So this is just common sense. So when people say how long will the bull run last, I always say as long as the stock market stays up and the dollar doesn't super pump. Watch those two triggers, because when that happens and the dollar starts gaining more and more in value and the stock market starts sliding, those dollars are coming out of the stock market. They're going into gold, which we also trade in our other room. They're going into gold. Gold will probably be over $2,000 to $3,000, and they're going into gold and assets like that, commodities, and they're not going to be going into Bitcoin, okay? So that's your trigger to watch. So again, first retracement point, 74K. This is where I see it coming down. It could come down anywhere between here and there, but because Bitcoin's behaving so bullishly, I think you can get up to 74K and then start getting some severe retracement. And again, guys, it's just retracement. It means you can reaccumulate at a lower price. And if everything else, if the dollar is still maintaining its current strength, if the economy still seems good, if the stock market's staying stable, it's going to go back up, right? Just watch those two indicators, watch those two triggers, and we'll see if I'm right. So that's the daily time frame, guys. Let's go ahead and speed this up. Let's go to the 4-hour time frame. Fibonacci pitchfork on the 4-hour time frame. So you can see this, it's respecting the pitchfork very well. You don't need Fibonacci to see this, but you got to be careful here. This is the price action last night. Now, this is actually very bullish, but you're printing potentially a double top or a head and shoulders, okay? If you print some more candles up and down here and then come down underneath this GAN level in this quadrant, lose the median line, do something like this. What did you just do? You just printed a head and shoulders, okay? So these are all, you just got to pay attention to patterns, even basic patterns like this, okay? You can find these patterns in Thomas Bukowski's book. If you want more advanced patterns, you can come join the room and see the advanced patterns. But guys, so this is actually very bullish. Why do I say that? Because we retested 66.4, not once, not twice, 3, 4, 5 times, and we broke a double top on the 1-hour time frame or head and shoulders. It didn't print enough candles on the 4-hour. And look at that. We broke it, and it got bought right back up. So that's super bullish. That's why I said I think we can get to 74K. So that's really, really good news, especially if you want to make money in the alts. 1-hour time frame. So looking at the 1-hour time frame, and if you squish this up, you can see the price action that I'm talking about here. So 1-hour time frame, come on chart. 1-hour time frame, we had a double top that formed right here. And we broke it. We broke the double top and got bought right back up, and now we're trading just underneath 69K after making our all-time high, okay? So this, again, we're above Ichi right now. Everything's good. We're way above the moving averages. You could see some retracement, back test support, 67.7, see some consolidation, and all this is really good for the alt trades because the alt trades, like I said, I mean, just look at XLM. It's sick. it was forming a double top, and it pumped out of the double top. It's sick. And all the alt trades that we did, we're doing this right now. Okay, so come check those out, guys. And yeah, so this looks really good. And let me see regression channel. We got to be way above the regression channel at this point. Yeah, well, we're not way above it, but we're using the top of it as support, so that's good. So, I want to see Bitcoin consolidate. This is healthy consolidation between 69 and 67.7, going back and forth. You, of course, could take scalps in here if you know how to leverage trade. If you don't know how to leverage trade, don't do that. It's very risky. And guys, if you want to check out our room, check it out. If you want a new platform to trade on, we trade on BitGet. BitGet is an awesome liquid exchange, $630 to unlock and bonus in the video description. So check that out. Come check out the alt trades, guys. I mean, I'm super, super proud of my team. I'm super proud of Marbob6. He's been absolutely crushing it. And guys, this is what professionals can do for you. Professionals can give you trades like this. This is what you get in a professional room. So, all right, guys, take care. Happy trading. Talk to you guys soon. Another video coming tomorrow.